Hey everybody, what's up? ChiliDude27 here, and welcome to the 4-year anniversary special. That's right, it's been 4 years. I remember starting this channel back when I was a sophomore in high school, and, you know, it's... I like how YouTube works. It's like a time capsule. I can look back on the past and see how I was those years ago and, compare to how I am now, and it has an interesting effect. And come to think of it, doing this 4-year special and looking back on this past year, I wonder to myself, why do I even do YouTube? Not many people seem to watch, and it seems like a lot of effort to go through for not very much, reward. But I think the reason why I still do it is because there's a few people who do watch, and it's because I can see myself improving. I can see what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. It helps me. It honestly helps me, I think, grow as an entertainer, as an artist, and as a person. So anyway, you guys know how this works if you've seen the specials in years past. I look back on every project that I've done this year and see how they all hold up at the end. So first off is Child of Light. This one ran for a lot longer than it really needed to. It's only, I think, 19 or no, it's not 19. It's like 20 something videos long, but it took me like 7 months to put out all those videos because there was a time when I was just kind of stagnating and not putting anything up. And that is not a good thing to do if you are a YouTuber and you want your channel to grow, because YouTube will leave you in the dust. They will leave you behind. Oh, you don't have time to slave away over the computer? Well, guess what? You don't get very much rad things. But no, in all honesty, it was nobody's fault but mine, and I don't know, Child of Light, I had higher hopes for it, honestly. I thought people would enjoy it a lot more than they did, but, the big series on the channel are stuff that I never really see coming, stuff that I don't expect to be enjoyed. Like Legend of Spyro, I was so surprised about that. I honestly thought that a lot of people hated the game, but I guess there's more people who are of a similar mindset to me, because I really enjoy the game. But anyway, we're here to talk about Child of Light. So, Child of Light, I think, is one of the best RPGs that I've ever played, honestly. Because it has a lot of the things that I love about an action-oriented game, and it's got beautiful, beautiful visuals. Oh my god, I said it way too much when I was actually LPing it, but I'll say it some more here. The Ubisoft, why do you make amazing games and then screw everybody over with your atrocious Uplay service? Honestly, I don't know what's going on with you guys, and why haven't you been using Rayman? And we need a sequel to Valiant Hearts: The Great War, which I plan to also LP in the future anyway. So yeah, Child of Light, I was hoping it would be more popular, but, other than that, I have no real qualms with how the series turned out. I think the quality is halfway decent. I mean, it suffered severe lag throughout the entire thing, which probably extended its playtime, if I'm being honest, but I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I thought it was a halfway decent series. It doesn't get that many views, but views aren't everything in the world. So up next, there is Mario. I don't know what possessed me to do this, but it was a relatively long little mini-series, or at least for a mini-series anyway. 6 videos is not very long, but I just did it because I found the game and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome, and it's really fun. I think this would make a really great series on YouTube, I think. And I did it, and yeah, the series just kind of came and went. It's sort of a footnote on the channel, I guess, but enjoyable nonetheless. And every single video is flagged for copyright because Nintendo was being a douche, and they were like, oh, it has the original Super Mario Bros. Theme in it, let's flag that. But then again, I don't make a living off this YouTube channel, so it didn't affect me in the slightest. But yes, Mario with portals. Mario, it is a game. You can go play it. I played it on YouTube. I thought it turned out pretty good. So, go watch that. Octodad, Deadliest Catch. Now, this one was one that I had not intended to do at the start of the new year, because here's the thing, Child of Light was supposed to be the replacement LP for Pokemon XD, which it definitely was, and that's what kept it running for so long, was the fact that it was the main series on the channel. And Octodad Deadliest Catch, I don't know why I decided to do this. I used to have a system for how I LP'd games. What I did was I would sit down with the game and just play it for a while on my TV and just sort of talk to myself in my room and see if I could keep interesting things running through my head and just see if I could, hold it up. And if I could, then I would make it into a series. And if I couldn't, well, then I would scrap it and maybe try it again later or something like that. I don't know, just not do it. But lately I've been kind of ignoring that process, and I think the channel is starting to suffer as a result of it. There's not enough quality control, as stupid as that may sound. But Octodad, I was really excited for this one. I wanted to do this one so badly because I love the series, I guess you could call it. There's only 2 games in the series, but I love Octodad because I think it's a really great IP. They should definitely do more with it. But as of right now, there's only 2 games, the original and Deadliest Catch. And I don't know. I feel like Deadliest Catch is the superior game, which I should hope it is. It's actually, they charge you money for it as opposed to the original one. And I guess I was kind of disappointed at the reception to Octodad Deadliest Catch too. It doesn't get any views either. I don't know, it's kind of sad. Because I really enjoyed it, I loved it, I poured my heart and soul into it, and I don't know. This whole thing is this whole anniversary special is just making me question my existence and why I bother with this. Anyway, enough negativity, we're here to celebrate an anniversary. So Octodad Deadliest Catch. I thought it was good. I guess people didn't necessarily agree with me, but that's the whole thing about being an artist in general, or being a creator of anything, is that your ideas aren't always going to hit bullseye. Even if you think that they're winners, you might be surprised and a little bit disappointed, and then you might think, oh, this is terrible, nobody would ever like this, but it turns out people do. Because people don't know what they want until you show it to them. And then they're like, wow, that's awesome! Can we get some more of that? But yeah, that's the whole thing, is that, as much as people say don't judge a book by its cover, that's kind of what the cover's there for. Regardless, Octodad Deadliest Catch, it will forever go down as my most unloved LP, even though I loved it with all my heart. Alright, Final Fantasy VII. This is one that I decided to do. Once again, I had forsaken the process of actually testing it out because this is a blind LP. I've made sure to put that in big corrective letters all over every single episode. And people have been enjoying this one a bit more. I've been getting some comments, some likes, decent amount of views. People seem to be enjoying Final Fantasy VII, which I'm glad. I'm really enjoying it too. I feel like it's a great RPG. And well, friggin' course, it's a great RPG. It's one of the most sought after RPGs of all time. People try desperately to recreate its popularity and have failed miserably. But the reason why I started doing it is because I heard there's an HD remake, and I've always wanted to play the original because I've never been too big into Final Fantasy, because I've never played a Final Fantasy game before Final Fantasy VII, and I figured what better point to start than the one that's considered the best of the series. And yeah, I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of what is this moments in the game because it's very strange. It's a very strange game. But that's one of the reasons why I love it so much, because I never know what's going to happen next. I didn't know that there was a motorbike chase. I didn't know that they ever left Midgar. I'm finding all these things out for the very first time, and it's awesome. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys will continue to enjoy Final Fantasy VII. I certainly am, and I can't wait to record more for you guys. Pikmin 2. Oh my god. Okay, you know what I was saying about Octodad Deadliest Catch and how I was disappointed by the lukewarm reception of that? Well, guess what? Pikmin 2 has been given the cold shoulder almost entirely. And that makes me sad because I really love this game. I love it the world over. It is my favorite entry in the Pikmin series. It's one of my favorite Nintendo games. I don't get why people don't seem to be liking it too much. I mean, maybe it's obviously more fun to play than it is to watch, but I find that as the game goes on, it gets a lot more fun to watch too, because, I don't know, the later parts of the game, as hard as they may be, and as frustrating as they may be for the player, it leads to a lot of funny situations and a lot of, sort of moments, Like in one of the recent episodes, I lost a bunch of purples because the big brown bulborb things that constantly patrol around the floor. They didn't leave me alone. And that is funny from a hindsight point of view, but it's not fun to record. I hope that the reception to Pikmin 2 will get better, but something's telling me that that's not in the cards, that Pikmin 2 is just going to be another one of those series that's kind of meh. And you know, there's no problems with that. I have no problems with that. This channel has actually had a good bit of success. You know, it's had, I mean, at least for how, you know, how many subscribers and the kind of bracket that I'm in, it's had a good bit of success. You know, there's been Twilight Princess, there was Luigi's Mansion versus, you know, Pokemon XD was decently well received. There was Legend of Spyro. You know, that's all I can really ask for. You know. All I can really hope is that I just keep throwing ideas against the wall and hope some of them stick. As for Pikmin 2, though, I will continue to play this game to completion. And of course, you know, it's the main LP on the channel. That's what my channel icon is. So I hope you enjoy it and go watch it. Seriously, if you haven't seen it, I think it's pretty good. I gave the ship like a HAL 2000 sort of personality. He hates Olimar and Louie and the Pikmin all so much. He wants to murder them, but he can't do it because he doesn't have appendages with which to do so. Anyway, Pikmin 2, go watch. He's good, I promise. Alright, now it's time to address the elephant in the room. Kingdom Hearts.
Like, is any of this for real?
Despite the fact that the series playlist is labeled in brackets hiatus in capitalized letters, I have not forgotten about this series and I plan to complete it. I will finish Kingdom Hearts. I don't give a crap. I hate leaving things unfinished on this channel. I had to do it with Banjo-Kazooie because Greg was being a douche, and I had to do it with Mario Galaxy mostly because, well, the series wasn't going anywhere and I was having tech problems, so I couldn't really do it anyways. But, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I love this game. A lot of other people also love this game, and it's finally getting a Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god. It's finally happening. After all these years. Yeah, second one came out in 2005, 2006 rather. You guys are about 10 years late. But, yeah. Friggin' making all these weird sequels and prequels and having the story go backwards and sideways or any direction but forwards. Anyway, ranting about Kingdom Hearts aside, Kingdom Hearts was decently well received. It doesn't get as many. That's stupid. Shut up about views, man. It doesn't matter about the views. Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind, not getting a whole lot of views. I wish I got more comments. I want to know what people think of my stuff when they see it. Like, even if it's mean comments, I still want to know. I don't know. Does anybody else making videos or watching this? Does anybody else have that mindset? Because that's certainly how I feel. I want to know what you think. Please criticize me. I want to know what's wrong with it so I can fix it, make it better. Because I don't mind criticism in that regard. It's somebody just writing, "Oh, you suck, lol, kill yourself." That's not criticism. That's just being mean. Real criticism is saying, "Hey, man, maybe you could do this. Maybe you could do this. I don't think this worked too well." But anyway, Kingdom Hearts is a series that I plan to revisit. I will finish it. It's only on episode 19 right now. It's been stuck perpetually at that for like 2 years. And I'll finish it as soon as Final Fantasy is over. And then as soon as Pikmin is over, I will finally be doing Ratchet & Clank 2. I have decided on this. This is my thing. I'm going to be doing it this way. Ratchet & Clank Versus. This is also an ongoing series that has been stuck in a hiatus for way too long, mostly because Bridget and I can't seem to find any time when we can both record. And it's kind of tearing me up inside, I mean, I assume that right about now she's off college for for the holidays, so I would say possibly, but look, the problem with recording Ratchet & Clank Versus is that we can't just bang them out in a big continuous session. What has to happen is, see, when I record with my capture card, when I record game consoles as opposed to recording my computer, it'll process the video as soon as I'm done recording it, and processing a half-hour video takes like an hour and 45 minutes. Like, it takes a long time. Even just recording like a Pikmin video, the processing takes 45 minutes. I guess the trade-off for that is that when I go to finally edit them, they're just, bam, they're there, as opposed to if I use Fraps, my computer has to process it when I go to start editing it instead. So that's no good, but I definitely hope to finish this series because I don't want it to just be stuck there forever. Like I said, I hate not finishing what I've started, and, you know, I just feel like, and I feel like this series deserves to be finished too. I feel like it's good enough to where my efforts on it won't go to waste. Alright, now this is a big milestone for the channel. Music videos. Some of you who have been subscribed for a long time may know that I used to do music videos, and what I mean by that is that I did 2 of them, where there was 4 of me, and I was singing terrible, terrible harmony parts that were desynced and crappy and horrible, and I hate them so much. But why did they get so many views? I have no idea. Maybe it's because people like watching other people embarrass themselves. But I recently started doing actual music videos, you know, with real music and everything like that. Now that I feel like my skills have kind of progressed a little bit, still not good at it. Let me just make that clear. I just still not satisfied with how they turn out, but I don't know. I really the whole thing about music is that this is what I want to do with my life. This is my dream. And you know, a lot of people work for their dreams, and you know, some of them don't succeed, but that is because they believe that they've failed. I'm a firm believer in the fact that nobody can determine you an utter failure until you give up. You can be knocked flat on your backside as many times as you want to be, but you're only a failure when you stay down. So, with that regard, I'm doing these music videos not because I think I'm good or because I want to show you guys my amazing talent, but because it's helping me become a better musician. It's helping me learn how music all fits together and how all the bits and pieces are supposed to go. And I think it's helping me progress. And so hopefully I can get some halfway decent quality recording equipment for my guitars, and it'll actually be nice and clear in the future. So, hope you guys continue to enjoy the music videos. Those have been actually getting a decent amount of views, and I like that. And I've been getting comments and likes, and yeah, it's really exciting for me. Alright, so, revamped game reviews. This is something that I'm going to be doing once in a while. It's not like I'm not going to make a regular thing, but these game reviews, they're not like in a PBG style or JonTron or whatever. These are actual, like, you know, gameplay, critical of the game, how exactly is it, let's boil it down to the bits and pieces sort of reviews. You know, like, is this game worth your time? Let's analyze it. And so far I've done this for 2 games. Life is Strange, which was more so of an emotional through line for me, and then I did Alice Madness Returns, which is not the most popular game by any means, but it's definitely a good one. I really enjoyed it when I played through it. Frustrating sometimes, but all the visuals were, you know, much more interesting than the gameplay would have you believe. Anyway, the revamped game reviews are probably going to continue. I'm going to do one of Monster Lab. Monster Lab was a game, well, you'll see. Anyway, so yeah, game reviews are going to continue, and along with all the other little bits and pieces videos that I do, I've also started doing one-offs of one-offs and little mini-series. I did Sushido, I did Dungeon Nightmares, I did a little thing about Plants vs. Zombies, getting, you know, how many flags I can get to on Survival Endless. I did Emily is Away. And all of these games are games that I wanted to cover, but I didn't, you know, either didn't want to do a full Let's Play of, or you know, games that didn't need a full Let's Play because they were just little arcade games or whatever. And I'm going to be doing more of that, because there are games that I would love to cover but don't have the time to dedicate a full series to, and this seems like the perfect way to do it. So I'm going to continue with that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I guess that just about wraps up another year of Chili Dude 27. Hopefully 2016 will be a little bit better than 2015, because 2015, I don't know, I don't want to say that it's the worst year I've had, but it's not the best, you know. I was hoping for a bit more growth, but this year I'm hoping that I can reach a couple milestones. Hopefully, I can get to 200 subs and that tasty, delicious 50,000 views milestone. Which the more videos I put up, the easier that's going to be, because here's the cool thing about YouTube is that even though I continue to put up new videos on a regular basis, all the old ones that I've put up in the past are still there for people to watch and enjoy. Like, just because Child of Light isn't popular now doesn't mean that it won't be found by somebody who will enjoy it and watch through the whole thing and be like, wow, how come I didn't find this guy sooner? Like, things like that. And at the end of the day, I think the reason why I continue to do YouTube and the reason why I try to do it is because, like I said, this is what I want to do with my life. I can't imagine myself in any other possible future. Because people, there are people who go to college for medicine and for, sociology and all of these different things, and that's great and it's helpful to humanity and it's what we need to continue going forward as a species. But here's the thing. I'm of the opposite mindset. I'm the other side of the coin. I love theater and music and art. These are the things that make life worth living. Because without passion, without expression, without all of these different things in our lives, what are we even? What do we have to distinguish us from animals? Science? Social structure? No. Animals have those too. Animals don't create art. Aside from that one elephant that can paint pictures. That's awesome. But, yeah. I guess that's just about it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you'll continue to watch in the future. This has been Shilly27 saying have fun and game on.